I have seen thy abominations, even thy adulteries and thy neighings, the lewdness of thy whoredom, on the hills in the field. A lamentation be for thee, O Jerusalem. Thou wilt not be made clean. How long shall it yet be? Yirmiyah chapter 14. The word of Yahweh which became to Yirmiyahu concerning the drought. Yehudah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They sit in black upon the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. And their nobles send their little ones to the waters. They come to the cisterns and find no water. They return with their vessels empty. They are put to shame and confounded, and cover their heads, because of the ground which is cracked, for that no rain hath been in the land. The ploughmen are put to shame, they cover their heads. Yea, the hind also in the field calveth, and forsaketh her young, because there is no grass. And the wild donkeys stand on the bare heights, they pant for air like jackals, their eyes fail, because there is no green plant. Though our iniquities testify against us, work thou for thy name's sake, O Yahweh, for our backslidings are many, we have sinned against thee. O thou hope of Israel, his Saviour in time of trouble, why shouldst thou be as a sojourner in the land, and as a way-journeying man that turneth aside to tarry for a night? Why shouldst thou be as a man affrighted, as a mighty man that cannot save? Yet thou, O Yahweh, art in the midst of us, and we are called by thy name. Leave us not. Thus saith Yahweh to this people, thus have they loved to wander. They have not refrained their feet. Therefore Yahweh doth not accept them. Now will he remember their iniquity, and visit their sins. And Yahweh said to me, pray not for this people for their good. When they fast, I will not hear their cry, and when they offer a sending offering and grain offering, I will not accept them, but I will consume them by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence. Then said I, Lord Yahweh, behold, the prophets say to them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you a short peace in this place. Then Yahweh said to me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spoke I to them. They prophesy to you a lying vision, and divination, and a thing of naught, and the deceit of their own heart. Therefore thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in the land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed, and the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem, because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their women, nor their sons, nor their daughters. For I will pour their wickedness upon them, and thou shalt say this word to them: Let my eyes run down with tears night and day, and let them not cease. For the virgin daughter of my people is broken with a great breach, with a very grievous wound. If I go forth into the field, then behold, the slain with the sword. And if I enter into the city, then behold, they that are sick with famine. For both the prophet and the priest go about in the land, and have no knowledge. Hast thou utterly rejected Yehudah? Hath thy soul loathed Zion? Why hast thou smitten us, and there is no healing for us? We looked for peace, but no good became, and for a time of healing, and behold, dismay. We acknowledge, O Yahweh, our wickedness, and the iniquity of our fathers, for we have sinned against thee. Do not abhor us for thy name's sake. Do not disgrace the throne of thy glory. Remember, break not thy covenant with us. Are there any among the vapors of the nations that can cause rain? Or can the skies give showers? Art not thou he, O Yahweh our God? Therefore we will wait for thee, for thou hast effectuated all these. Then said Yahweh to me, Though Moshe and Shemuel stood before me, yet my soul would not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall be, when they say to thee, Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, Thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death, to death, and such as are for the sword, to the sword, and such as are for the famine, to the famine, and such as are for captivity, to captivity.